Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time, the gang had an interesting game regarding becoming friendlier with Yumiko-san. And this time, though the idea was originally spawned by Machina, due to Michiru of all people, it actually turned out to be something that Yumiko likely wouldn't hurt them for. There also was an incident where Sachi brought Mamushi Pit Viper into the school dorm and proceeded to decapitate it for cooking. Right, let's continue. I believe we are still on the path of befriending Sakaki. Good morning, Sakaki-san. Hello? Morning, Yumiko. Gotta say, it's always kind of nice to see your pretty face. What? Sakaki-san does have beautiful eyes, doesn't she? I think they make her face all the more attractive. What is this all of a sudden? You're right, but I appreciate her face more as a whole, personally. It's nice and thin and her chin is narrow, you know, nicely proportioned. It's true, the overall balance of her face is probably what makes her so pretty. The school uniform looks really nice on her too. Hey, how do you get... what? Sakaki-san? Yumiko-san? She seems to have left the room. Yeah. Whoa. Might have to edit a bit here, just in case YouTube is being prudes. Wouldn't want to do stuff we're not supposed to do. Well, isn't this a rare sight? Hello, Sakaki-san. Oh, for real, Yumi-chan, you use this bath too? Yes, occasionally. Mind if I sit here? It's alright with me, I suppose. Is there some reason you're looking over my body from head to toe? Well, it's just... when I take a nice careful look, your body's pretty shapely, Sakaki-san. Do you have a particular exercise plan? I assume you do something, if you can keep a figure out like that. She ain't wrong. Feels like I could pass for a mannequin in a pinch. Oh, poor Yumiko. I'm a little envious. I did lose a little weight recently, you know. Cut some of the flap off my butt. Even so, getting a look at Sakaki-san kind of makes me feel like I'm struggling in vain. Yumi-chan's got some nice ripe peaches for sure, whereas Amane is more like fried water. Owie! But serious, you got a dang nice body, you know. I bet you would. Sakaki-san? That's more than enough of that. I'll be going now. I don't really get it. What's the problem? Did we offend her? The heck's with that. She PM us in? Spare me the dirty old man logic. Yo. No need to stalk past me without a word, is there? Oh, wrong word. Wrong person, in fact, wrong voice. No need to stalk past me without a word, is there? I don't have anything in particular I need to discuss with you. Maybe not, but I don't think many people would take that as a valid excuse for completely brushing off your classmate. Well, what do you want then? Nothing in particular, just trying to be reasonably friendly myself. In that case, I'll be going now. Goodbye. Come on, it's nothing to get angry about. It's kind of like that and you're just putting your beauty to waste. What? Are you in on this too? On what specifically? Can't say I know what you're talking about. Oh, Yuji. Suddenly come... It's nothing, forget about it. Excuse me. This might backfire after all. The group's heavy sighs resound throughout the lobby. The operation ended in a total failure. Next, our strategists mumble an admission of defeat. We continue to stubbornly press Operation Dere until the very end, but our barrage of compliments never produced anything resembling a positive reaction. Quite the opposite, Sakagi's strengthening resistance prompted frequent retreat. Well, I guess it's only natural that you get a little suspicious when everyone you know suddenly starts complimenting you simultaneously. Our execution was pretty flawed now that I think about it. If we'd been a little more natural about it, things might have gone better. That's true. Our formations were somewhat mismatched as well. We weren't sufficiently subtle. What's this? Criticism of the Imperial headquarters? No wonder we failed with traitors in the ranks. Summon the military police! You're the one who didn't think this through at all, okay? I have no regrets. That said, I will learn from this defeat for the future. What are you putting on airs for? As if you're really going to learn anything from this. Well, in any case, I suppose we now know that Sakagi doesn't react to this sort of flattery. Apparently, she's not the type who can be emotionally manipulated with a single plate of pasta. Hey, why are you looking at me as if when you say that, And so, Operation Dere fails to produce the desired change in Sakagi Yumiko. If anything, it seems to have brought her attitude from cool down to outright chill. The next day, I'm heading to Sakagi's room in order to drop off a package of hers that arrived in the group mail delivery just now. Normally I'd just leave it be, but this cardboard box was large enough to protrude dangerously out the mailbox. I thoughtfully decided to bring it to her directly. Is Sakagi in? At this hour, she should probably be somewhere inside the dorm. There's no sign of her leaving this morning, so her room is the most likely possibility. Sakagi? It's open. The door to Sakagi's room stands slightly ajar. Sakagi is normally pretty careful about her privacy, so this is a distinctly unusual situation. Before I realize it, I am peeking through the opening into her room. Hey, Sakagi? And in the center of that room, I'm startled to find a spectacle quite unlike anything I've ever witnessed before. My eyes? Hehe. Even Yuji is horrified in the back. I actually thought my butt might be a little big, but I guess not. Wasn't sure if this uniform really suited me either, but... My face too? Sakagi? To summarize this behavior in one phrase, out of character would be the most apt. Sakagi twirls in front of a full-length mirror she placed in the middle of her room. Muttering happily to herself, she examines her features one by one, grinning broadly all the while. It's hard to believe that this is the same Sakagi who shut down Makina's operation. Let alone the woman whose approach to social interaction cycles between disinterest, rejection, and the occasional fit of homicidal rage. Is this Dere? Muttering a foolish question to myself, I pull my right foot backward in an attempted retreat. What? But the door groans on its hinges, and Sakagi spins around to face me. Kasami-kun? Mail just came. You got a big package, so I came to drop it off. I'll just leave that here. Were you watching? It might be kinder to say I wasn't, but unfortunately I'm an honest man. Is it? Congratulations on the small butt. Right. I see. Okay then, see you later. That was absolutely the wrong comment in that place. Oh dear. I close the door and break into a full arm-pumping dash away from the scene. It's not that I'm particularly afraid of Sakage's attacks, but I don't think there were many people out there who'd be willingly choose to get slashed by a box cutter. I'm certainly not one of them. Especially given the sincere promise of violence in Sakage's eyes just now. But that's Dere, alright. No matter how slight it may be, no matter how well hidden it is, it's actually kind of pleasant to know that Sakage does have that side to her personality. Every human being is a multifaceted creature. Seems that rule of thumb applies to Sakage Yumiko as much as anyone else. Sakage's Dere earlier this morning left a strong impression, but there's no time to reflect on that spectacle. Our group trip to the beach is today. What's more, the weather is absolutely perfect for the purpose. Perhaps someone has been earning some good karma lately. As the group gathers around the principal's car in preparation for the outing, there's a definite sense of anticipation in the air. My classmates are moving around restlessly, unable to control their fidgety, nervous energy. Hey, where would I pack this cooler? We'll be bringing that and the beach parasol in Amane's car. What about the lunchboxes? Do we have them all packed? Yes, we do indeed. They are already in the trunk. Is it really okay to store them in the trunk? Won't the food go bad in the heat? I stored them with ice packs that should be effective for at least 6 hours. The heat shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so next would be... what else is there? Aren't we forgetting something? Rest assured, I have already confirmed our luggage against the packaging list 4 times, and I plan to do a final check immediately before departure as well. Don't get cocky! Listen carefully, at times like this I always leave the single most important thing behind without fail. I, Michiru, am a certifiable genius at forgetting things. Don't forget that. Is there a reason you should sound so confident and cheerful about that? After all that complaining, Qa'Rajh ends up being the most enthusiastic when the time comes. Well, in my experiment, the blondes of the world tend to see this sort of event as a good excuse to boss people around. Hey you two, I can hear every word you're saying! Hello there, Michiru. Tell me something. You didn't even want to go to the beach in the first place, right? I didn't say anything like that. I just mentioned that I hate doing stuff outside in the heat, okay? Totally different. Get off my back. Well, I didn't really intend to criticize you either way. If anything, the opposite seems more appropriate. She was opposed to the idea originally, but instead of sulking over the group's decision, she accepted it with admirable enthusiasm. I guess she's something of a flexible spirit. No, wait, approach this from a slightly different angle, and the term simple-minded might be just as accurate. Excuse me? You say something? Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. More importantly, are you sure you have all your personal stuff? Not forgetting anything? Me forget something? Surely you jest. Have you already completely forgotten what you said 30 seconds ago? Well, I myself prepared Michiru-sama's package last night, so everything should be alright. I see, but you see, Sachi, Michiru earned the title of Scatterbrain Queen precisely because she's capable of leaving things behind even under such circumstances. Are you sure it's wise to have left her unsupervised? It's fine, my plan of leaving everything to Sachi is flawless. Nope. Where are your swimsuits? You do have them, right? Yes, don't worry. To avoid any possibility of leaving it behind, I'm already wearing it underneath my clothes. I see. Good to hear. Although that kind of sounds more like something Makina would do. Yeah, I've got a sexy swimsuit underneath myself. I'll give you a show later. Oh, that's something I'll look forward to. You know it. Get one look at that subtle bulge under my belly button and you won't be able to pull your eyes away. Until you collapse from blood spurting out of your nose at least. Better watch out. Well, the irrepressible confidence of yours is a good thing. Probably. Michiru-sama, is something the matter? Sachi, well, you see, about my swimsuit. Could it be Michiru-sama, did you? Hey now, what's the matter, genius? Don't tell me your prodigious talent for forgetting things has already exhibited itself. Shut up! Just a minor oversight. I'm going back to the dorm for a sec. Don't move a muscle. Got it? If you leave without me, I'll never forgive you. Ah, Michiru-sama, please wait, I'm coming too. As you can see, it seems I have to excuse myself for the moment. My apologies, I will return shortly. I'm at a loss for words. I think that girl may even be worse than Makina. Ah, come on, I got my pride too, you know. No need to compare me with that world-class scatterbrain. I don't mean to rush anyone, but exactly how long am I expected to stand around waiting under this blazing sun? It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Bored already? I'll get you a nice ice cream cone once we get to the beach, so try to be patient a little longer, okay? I would appreciate it if you didn't treat me like a child. In that case, maybe she should try not to whine like one. But I decided to actually offering her this suggestion would be more trouble than it's worth. Ah, lucky, I want some ice cream too, you know. Alright, Makina, you've been a good girl lately. I'll buy you one later. Ooh, let's see, can I have a strawberry cone? Very well. I drop my hand onto Makina's head in my usual manner. Well then, Sakagi, what flavor do you want? I believe I already asked you to stop talking to me as though I were 10 years old. I don't want your ice cream. Well, is everyone ready to go? No, afraid not. The Queen of Carelessness has returned to the dorm in search of a swimsuit with her maid in attendance. Amane still hasn't returned with the second car either. That's strange. Matsushima-san and Kumine-san are one thing, but So-san should probably be back by now. I wonder if she ran into any trouble. Where is she getting a car from in the first place? I assume she's picking her usual ride from the warehouse up north side of the school grounds. It's not particularly far. Should I go check up on her? Let's wait a little while longer. If she doesn't come fairly soon, then yes, we should go see if anything's the matter. Well, there's no real need to hurry, I suppose. The sea isn't going anywhere. The sea may stay put, but the time flies. Personally, I'd very much prefer not to swim in the cold night ocean. I wasn't planning to wait around quite that patiently either, but it's better to approach this sort of thing with composure. Rushing tends to create more problems than it solves. Like what? Right, here comes a good example. What? Ha! Change! I sprinted all out both ways. What's my time? The hell are you asking us for? Take a look, Sakagi. This self-evidently dim-witted blonde is a perfect case in point. Desperate with the irrational fear that she'd be left behind, she clearly stopped thinking. The instant she finished changing, she burst out of her room and dashed back over here, thoroughly embarrassing herself in the process. You see, when people rush, they make stupid mistakes. Life's just full of lessons. A rather convincing negative example. I don't know, that's kind of a nice bathing suit, not too revealing and not too... What the heck? What the heck? Get off my back! You're the one who told me to do this! More importantly, you've now seen me in my swimsuit, so I expect your thoughts at once. My thoughts? Let's see. My first real thought would be, why are you wearing a school swimsuit? But I get the feeling that might not be the most considerate thing I could say here as a man. When a woman asks for your thoughts, compliment them. Down any other road lies trouble. Another lesson I picked up from my time with that epitome of a troublesome woman, JB. Looks good on you. Very cute. Oh, is that a fact? Thanks so much! What is this girl shouting about? I don't fully understand myself, but I get the feeling she's been carried along by her own momentum at this point. Poor girl may already be well past the point of no return. Shut up, you! Leave me alone! Anyway, now there's no way I can possibly forget my swimsuit. I guess not, but what happened to the street clothes you were wearing earlier? Are you for real? Sorry, but I don't think I can justify referring to her as a Sundra anymore. You're really more of a Sundoofus. Sundoofus? You're a clown. Makina will now amuse herself at your expense. Alright, Makina, look at this girl and chortle heartily. Ha 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 ha! What? Humiliation! I've never known such shame! In English, please. Oh my god! Your English hasn't improved either, I see. Look, it's very hot out here. Would it be alright if I waited inside the car? Come now, Michiru is sacrificing what little dignity she has left for our amusement. Why not enjoy her buffoonery for a while longer? Look, I'm not really trying to amuse anyone here. Ha, ha, ha. Michiru-sama, your clothing. Ha, ha. Talk about slow, Sachi. Michiru-sama, it's more that you were much too fast. Ha, ha. Now that you mention it, you got back here pretty quickly, considering you went all the way to the dorm. Naturally, I was sprinting with everything I got. When my face is against the wall, I'm quite literally faster than a speeding pool. Where to begin? There were a number of mildly aggravating problems with that sentence, but for the moment, please put on your clothes. This could be construed as an indecent exposure. Get off my freaking back already, it's just a swimsuit, what's the problem? Don't talk to me like I'm a flasher or something, give me a break here. Now, I'll help you change, okay? Yeah, I got the picture. Even as she mutters a constant stream of complaints, Michiru takes her clothes from Sachi's hand, then obediently begins to put them on over her swimsuit. Apparently she decided resistance would be futile. I mean, compared to the way Amane usually walks around with her tits hanging halfway out, this is hardly anything worth complaining about. Come to think of it, where is Amane-san? She still hasn't returned? Yeah, if she doesn't show up pretty soon, I'm going to check on her. Amane's not here yet? No reason to wait around then. I'm sure she'll catch up later. Why don't we all just squeeze into the principal's car? I really don't think that's going to happen. The principal's car seats 5 at most. At the very least, one of us will have to ride with Amane, and if we want a more comfortable ride, wouldn't it make more sense to have 4 people in the principal's cars and 3 in Amane's? But Amane's driving a 2-seater, you know? 2-seater? A vehicle with a fixed passenger capacity of 2, so it's a sports car. They may call this place the Money Sink Academy, but it's pretty hard to imagine they have a flashy toy like JP's lying around in some dusty garage. In the next moment, a single white vehicle comes into view, crunching its way across the gravel on the athletic ground toward us. Behind the wheel, of course, is Sue Amane, and the vehicle she's driving, no matter how you look at it, appears to be a small truck. That said, it's not a Type 73 Jeep or anything, just your run-of-the-mill mini pickup. Yoo-hoo, I'm here! Sorry for the wait, guys. It took a while to adjust the air pressure in the tires. I see. Well, that's a 2-seater too, I guess. I wasn't really expecting her to pull up in a flashy sports car, but a mini truck is surprising in its own way. It's certainly well suited to carrying all our beach gear, and it's probably useful for the school to have around, but don't underestimate this baby just because it's a mini truck. Unique in this class is a 4-cylinder SOHC's engine with supercharger. What's more, it's got 4-wheel independent suspension with McPherson struts in front and a semi-trailer arm in the rear. The 6 stars of the Pleiades sparkling in the front grille are proof that this sucker's packed full of brilliant automotive tech baptized by fire in the crucible of the World Rally Championship. If it had a diff lock too, this baby would be just perfect, but I guess you can't have everything. The hell are you people talking about? A mini truck is a mini truck, right? But even as I'm silently belittling the squat little vehicle, something catches my eye. Michiru, her change of clothes complete, is standing stock still at my side, and her teeth are chattering violently. It's here. The Sambar from hell has arrived. The Sambar from hell? I don't get it. For a vehicle from hell, it looks an awful lot like your average Nubaru Janba. The body is still the body's still like new, so I'm having a hard time picturing it as a cursed vehicle whose previous owners died mysterious deaths. Well, who's riding with me? But when Amane asks for a companion, there's no immediate volunteers. The others exchange silent looks. What's wrong? Why is everyone avoiding eye contact with Amane? I'm not riding with her, got it? Somebody else go. Thank you for the offer, but I'll pass as well. Principal, would it be alright if I ride with you? Huh? Yes, I don't mind, of course. Ah, stop! What do you think you're doing? Don't just get in. We haven't decided who's riding in that yet. Talk about rude. Do you hate the idea of riding with me that much? What are you talking about? Of course I do. Did you forget what happened last time? I came this close to dying in the bed of that truck thanks to your driving. Hey, Sachi. Tell me, is Amane an irredeemably terrible driver? No, not at all. I haven't ridden with her, but according to Maki-chan, her skills at the wheel are quite superb. That a fact. Amane used to drive out to the market every morning to buy veggies and fish for her family's restaurant, you know. She's really freaking good at driving. In that case, why has all the color drained from Michiru's face at the mere thought of riding with her? Oh, you know, some kids just don't like cars very much. As for me, today I want to ride in Chizu's car. The seats are all fluffy and stuff. Well, it makes sense to have the smaller people sit in the vehicle that has to seat the five of us. Alright, Makina and Sachi, go ahead and get in the principal's car. Hey, what are you doing? Stop making decisions by yourself. I am not riding with Amane, okay? I don't care which of you comes with me, but hurry up and decide so we can get going. How on earth does Amane drive to inspire such violent rejection? I don't get it, but there's a siren going off in my mind. My cowardly instinct for self-preservation is screaming, don't get in that truck. I see. Alright, so let's decide this with a nice impartial rock, paper, scissors match. That way, nobody is left with any hard feelings. You're not planning to cheat, are you? Don't be ridiculous. Alright, here goes. Rock. Ha! I have no idea what just short-circuited in Michiru's brain, but the instant the word rock was out of my mouth, she vigorously threw out scissors. I was just doing the rock, paper, scissors part. What are you jumping the gun for? And she's still lost somehow. No way, this can't be! Okay, Michiru, you just lost by disqualification. Resign yourself to my company and hop on in. No, this can't be happening. Best 2 out of 3? It was best 2 out of 3, right? Don't make a scene. Personally, I'm fine with this. You're lighter than Yuji, so we'll handle smoother this way. Come here. No, unhand me. I'm going to die. This time I'm absolutely positively going to die. Oh, it'll be fine. At least you're not in the back again, right? As long as you wear your seatbelt, there's no way you'll fall out this time. Okay, here we go. She fell off the back of the truck. At that moment, I thought I understood the nature of Michiru's trauma, but I was still badly underestimating the full terror of Amane's driving. I would come to understand the truth later that day. A little while into the pleasant journey to the beach. Our 2-vehicle convoy was weaving its way down a winding coastal road. Ah, it's so nice out today. This is just perfect beach weather, isn't it? Hey Michiru, did you put on sunblock before we left? Better take care of that now or you'll get a sunburn on your left arm before we even get there. Shut up, okay? Just focus on driving. Carefully, keep your eyes on the road. You really don't need to hold on for dear life like that, you know. We're with the principal's car today and all. I'm taking it nice and calm, aren't I? Oh no. But just then, a flashy sports car roars noisily up behind Amane's mini-truck and begins to tailgate. Seems we got an energetic one all of a sudden. Man, he's noisy. Should we just let him pass? Yes, Les, sounds good to me. Don't let that idiot get you, okay? Yeah, I know. As Amane flips on her turn signal and begins to pull over to the left, the sports car instantly pushes its way past her truck on the right, flashing its hazard light in greeting. But rather than pulling back into its lane, the sports car continued to power its way forward on the wrong side of the road, jumping past the principal cars as well. Wow, look out! The car pushes its way sharply in front of the principal just as she is about to round a curve. She is forced to jam the brakes hard enough to send up white smoke from her tires, leaving her car shakingly unsteady from the side to side. Yes, he figured he'd just leapfrog both the annoying slowpokes at once, but that was completely unreasonable. You know the worst thing about kids like that? They don't even realize how crappy their driving is. Yeah, you're right. That guy's terrible. Safe and steady is the way to drive. Hey, Michiru. Don't you think somebody should teach kids like that just how shitty they are? What? Wait, Amane, no, stop. What are you planning? Like I said, just a little lesson. Screw around too much and you might just die. Gotta open his eyes a bit, you know. Stop it. Won't take a second, okay? Not waiting for a response, Amane steps on the clutch and begins to downshift. While giving the truck a little gas, she smoothly dropped from 5th gear to 4th, then to 3rd. In the next instant, she mashes down on the accelerator. Here we go! Hell yeah! The whine of the supercharger grows all the more shrill. The 4-cylinder SOHC engine screams in protest, and the Sambar savagely accelerates as if stung by a whip. Yeah! Stop it! Oh, stop screeching. Look, you need to get your legs firmly braced on the floor. Squirm around like that and you'll end up getting your head cracked on the side window. The Sambar quickly flies past the principal's cars, the needle of the RPM gauge mounted at the side of the base A pillar, soaring into the red zone within seconds. Oh, look who it is. Come on now, we got an 18cc turbo in there. It'd just be embarrassing to get caught by a Mini, am I right? You're wrong in so many ways. I'm telling you to stop, okay? What are you planning to do once you catch him? Thought right in his ass with a Mini might get the point across, but... Ah, jeez, that's an out-of-prefecture plate. Taking a little cross-country joyride, are we? Don't seem to feel like giving up the road. Shall we take it from you? Wait! You can't be serious! We're passing him in the next straightaway. Stop it! Michiru's piteous, heart-rending screams falls on deaf ears. As soon as she reaches straightaway, Amane jams the accelerator to the floor. The white mini-truck accelerates like a bat out of hell, squeezing every drop of power from its engine. Its tires clawing at the hot asphalt, the Sambar surges forward. With the advantage of its light frame, Amane's truck smoothly pushes its way alongside the sports car in the blink of an eye. And running side by side, the two vehicles rush towards the hairpin curve at the end of the straightaway. Ah! Ain't we a stumbled one? But are you sure about this? Miss that turn at this speed and you'll be dead, you know? What? This can't be happening. Stop it! Oh, calm down, why don't ya? I got this. We're lighter than him. We won't lose. Losing your insane race is not what I'm worried about. Oh, there we go. Got scared and took his foot off the pedal. Is that all you got? Lame. Let me show you how it's done. Hey, brake! What? Gotta go into a turn at a good speed, or you'll end up stalling halfway through. Just gotta aim right for the apex, a little closer to the inside edge. There we go. Yeah! Throw it into second gear while using the brakes to swing the body in position, fix the angle of the approach, and then just push the pedal to the metal. No! What's all this? That sucks. The rear keeps coming off the ground. We're too front heavy. Hey Michiru, do me a favor and go climb into the back, will you? Are you completely insane? Don't answer that question. Just stop. We're sliding sideways. We're gonna crash. Let me off. Yeah, I'm telling you there's nothing to worry about. In a striking contrast to Amane's carefree, almost bored tone of voice, the guardrail draws steadily closer outside Michiru's passenger seat window. No! We're gonna fall! Look, how many times do I gotta tell you, we're fine. At this point, we'll make the turn perfectly so long as I keep my foot on the gas. When you fall after that, perfect. An entry is if you get scared and take your foot off the accelerator. See? We're coming out of it already. Whoopsie daisy, there we go. Oops, almost didn't shift gears on the recovery there. Talk about lame, girl. Ha ha! We didn't fall! A miracle! I told you, didn't I? Once you get the car positioned right and set your angle, it'll turn just fine even if you take your hands off the wheel entirely. Wanna see? Alright, one more time. Don't you dare! Look, see? No hands, Ma. Put your hands back on that wheel, you complete idiot! Look at the damn road! At this point, it's all momentum. I know exactly where I'm going, even if I don't look. And if I did screw up the entry, I know the instant we enter the curve, so rest assured, I'll let you know if we're gonna fall well before we plunge to our death. Let me off! Wah! Huh? Wait, oh jeez, Michiru, are you crying? The Sambar from hell. That white devil is no myth. And Amane, manipulating that demon as though it were an extension of her limbs, makes her way to the beach, burning not only gallons of gasoline, but years of Michiru's life. When our crew arrives at the beach by means of the principal's safe, steady driving, we find the two of them waiting for us, their faces in a study in contrast. On one hand, Amane sticks her tongue playfully out at her mouth towards us as if to say, I kinda overdid it, tee. And on the other hand, Michiru stands gazing into the distance with unfocused eyes, looking like the very picture of the Buddhist enlightened soul, as if nothing this world has to offer could ever frighten her again. From my perspective in the principal's car, Amane's sudden acceleration had been a bit of a surprise, but we lost sight of her car almost immediately, so the incident didn't leave that strong an impression at the time. I'm going ahead, okay? But when Michiru whispered those hoarse, toneless words, I understood that she had known hell, and would forever bear the scars to prove it. And I think we shall take the beach in the next episode. It has already been a fairly long one, and we've had some action. So, until next time, take care.